What if this time was so different in crypto that it caused grown adults to cry? Take a look. This is the total history of Bitcoin. There are 4 distinct cycles. Every single cycle has phase 4 be the most parabolic phase of the cycle. Case in point, this blue zone right here, this is phase 4 based on the Fibonacci retracement. This blue zone is clearly the most parabolic part of that entire bull so far. This blue cycle is when prices explode. Your favorite altcoins multiply. Everything skyrockets. It's the most exciting time of any part of the bull. And in 2013, prices in Bitcoin went from about $32 and skyrocketed past $179. This phase 4 is remarkably powerful. In 2017 was no different. The bull starts out relatively slow, building market structure methodically, but as soon as it breaks into this blue area of the Fibonacci zone, this has remarkable power. Your favorite altcoins multiply, everything skyrockets, and the world is on fire. The same thing happened in 2021, although this time that phase 4 that we had talked about, it was the most explosive. It was the most parabolic. The altcoins did quadruple, triple, 10x, etc., etc. However, that was the end of the market cycle. It didn't reach phase 5 like it did in 2013, in phase 5 like it did in 2017. Phase 4 was the absolute top. But what if this time is even more different? And what if this market cycle, we do not have a phase 4? That phase 4 that we had in 2013, when everyone was at the edge of their seats and everything started moving parabolically, what if that didn't happen? What if that didn't happen this cycle at all? And what if we just had a candle that tells us that huge danger is ahead? Is it even possible that Bitcoin doesn't have that parabolic part of the phase 4? And this time is completely different, leaving grown adults crying in the corner. In today's video, we will illustrate exactly how this is not only possible, but it might actually be the future. And we're going to tell you how it can all be avoided with one simple clue in the chart. Let's dig into it. Welcome. I'm Steve. Here we deliver honest, sponsorship-free TA with genuine value. Subscribe for a no BS approach that actually helps you. Subscribe. So here we are. We're on the Bitcoin US dollar index, and today we are on the 2-month chart. What we have in front of us are clear zones that every single cycle, it does the same things before those zones and the same things after those zones. And when we dig into it, we can understand that this time in 2013 was pretty much the same cycle in 2017 and 2021 and 2025. It all started with our little red box at the bottom. Our market cycle bottom always has resistance at the 0.38. So if you're not familiar, we're on the Fib Retracement. Okay, if you go over here to your tools and you click on Fib Retracement, you're going to go from the swing high to the swing low. In other words, that previous all-time high to the low and extend it out. Once you have your settings on, you can click these check marks like I do here. And if you're on the log scale, you click right here, right? If you're on the log scale chart, that's where you click and you'll have it look precisely like this. Once you have it look like this, you'll understand that, hey, every single bot of the market had resistance at the 0.38 of the Fib. 2013, bottom of the market, resistance at the 0.38. 2017, bottom of the market, resistance at the 0.38. 2021, bottom of the market, resistance at the 0.38. And how about our most recent cycle? Bottom of the market, resistance at the 0.38. And by the way, if you're wondering, why is this called 2025? Steve, we're not in 2025. What's your problem? The market topped in 2013. If you add 4 years to that, you get to 2017. That's when the next market cycle topped. If you add 4 years to that, you get to 2021. Oh yeah, that's when that market topped. So if you add 4 years to that, you get to 2025. Here we are. That explains that. Now, what we have in our hands in front of us right now is the first phase of the bull, this yellow box. This yellow box, its simple goal is to build market structure on top of the red box. Case in point, 2013, yellow box built structure on top of the red box. Check. 2017, yellow box built structure on top of the red box. Check. What do I mean by build structure on top? I mean, it literally rallies above the red box and it holds support on top of the red box. Once that happens, that's building structure. We have to have that in the beginning of a bull to have a healthy bull. 2021, no different. Yellow box, building structure on top of the red box. Check. In 2025, no different. Yellow box, building structure on top of the red box. Tilt your phone to the side and subscribe. Now things get interesting. Phase 2 always rallies up to this level of resistance, the 0.78. Always. Phase 2, boom, rallied up to the 0.78 in 2013. 2017, was that different? No. Phase 2 rallied directly up to that exact fib level, the 0.78. It was no different. It was exactly the same as 2013. 2021 was no different. It went exactly up to this blue level, the 0.78 in phase 2. And by the way, it was no different in our recent one, rallying directly up to the 0.78, being met with resistance. And then we rally to the red line. The red line is number 1. In other words, the prior all-time high. We always come up to that area and we're always met with resistance at that area. It's a little bit easier to see on a monthly scale. Once you head up into that area, we're always met with resistance. Now we're on the monthly chart, just so you can see it a little more clearly. 2013, rally up to this red area, met with resistance. 2017, rallied up to this red area, met with resistance. 2021, rallied into this red area, met with resistance. And 2025, no different. Rallied up to this area, multiple candles now, met with resistance. When you look at it on the monthly scale, you can see that on a monthly scale, it's always met with resistance at this red level. I wanted to show you on the 2-month chart, just so you can see what type of candle we had just printed, right? I showed you in our prior video what it looks like on the total market cap. It also looks the same when you look on just Bitcoin, right? This is a big, bold, ugly candle printing right at the top of a rally. So this is not good at all. And what we're exploring in this video, and what I'm going to leave you with, is what I think is going to happen. At the end of the video, I'm going to explain what I believe is going to happen based on this scenario that we have playing out. And the $1 million question is, look, phase 4, there's no denying that's the most bullish part of the phase so far in the bull. It is the most parabolic. It's the most bullish. It's when everything is on fire. But what if we don't even have it this time? Is it even possible that we just don't have phase 4 this time? Well, if we look at it and we're looking at just the big picture and we say, okay, we had it in 2013, we had it in 2017, we had it in 2021. Why the hell wouldn't we have it in this cycle? Tilt your phone to the side and subscribe. What would cause us not to have it? Why would we just not have it suddenly? Well, if you look at it, we had phase 5. Phase 5 is this phase, which is even more parabolic. We had that in 2013 and 2017, and we suddenly didn't have it in 2021. We just randomly didn't have a phase 5. That's why, if you remember, if you were in crypto in 2021, things felt a bit strange. When we were near the top, everybody was still calling for remarkably higher prices because they were really accustomed to having this phase 5, and we just didn't have it. We had a double top precisely at the top of this blue line, exactly at the top. That's where we topped off at this blue line, That was when we were like, we're done. So what if right now the market's like, we're done. We're not having a phase 4. What if that's the case right now? There would literally be grown adults crying in the corner, because they're waiting for their favorite altcoin to 1 million X by tomorrow. That's what you've been promised, right? So they're waiting for it. Now, how are we going to handle it? How likely is it that we just don't have a phase 4? Is it like sort of possible, or is this like a legitimately large possibility? Where are we on the scale? Let's break it down so you can leave with clarity. So when you look at phase 5, Phase 5, 2013. Phase 5, 2017. No phase 5, 2021. Okay. Phase 4, every single cycle. When you start to look for clues at least the 2-month time frame, there's a major clue here, right? When you look at what's happening and you look at what we've printed, right? You can see, okay, bottom of the market, phase 1, phase 2. We're inside phase 3 literally as we speak. We haven't been able to get out of phase 3 into phase 4. We've dipped our toe into phase 4, but printing this kind of candle heading into this structure here is not a healthy candle, right? If we go to the monthly chart, you can see, okay, we printed a bearish engulfing candle on the monthly. Not nearly as bearish as this candle, a gravestone doji found at the top of a rally with resistance heading into what is going to break us into phase 4, showing remarkable resistance there. Huge wick to the upside, which means we have a lot of momentum to the downside. And yes, in the meantime, Bitcoin can rally. We have the weekly stochastic RSI. Bitcoin can definitely rally this week, next week, whatever. But this candle is saying like, hey, rally all you want, but this next rally is going to be a fake out. That's what this candle is saying, that we still have momentum to the downside in the grand scheme of things. So this candle is saying, as we speak, we might not have a phase 4. Now, how likely? A moment ago, we just talked about the likelihood of it. Yes, we can say, okay, it may not be possible, but how possible is it not to have a phase 4? When you look at it in this grand scheme of things and you say, okay, we had our double top in this market, in this zone, and we just came back into this zone and printed a candle that showed remarkable weakness inside the same zone that was our top. Not only our top, our double top. So we spent literally 14 months in that zone, and we just came back into that zone even more trouble than we had at our top. And you're gonna somehow try to convince me that next month we're gonna somehow have a phase 4? What I'm saying is that this is a much bigger deal than you think. Tilt your phone to the side and subscribe. We're gonna have rallies. Nothing goes straight down. And those rallies are going to get Grandma Betty very excited. She's going to get out her wheelchair and she's going to be trying to strut her stuff down the runway, telling you, I told you, Bitcoin's going to $100,000. She's going to scream all these things. And that's fine. Let her and the herd do whatever they want to do. But I want you to focus on the facts. 2 things to focus on: the weekly stochastic RSI in this 2-month candle, and watch how things play out. The boss in the smaller time frame, that weekly stochastic RSI, we could go on rallies. We could go on multiple of them, but it's likely that they may be failed rallies. Now we'll get back to that $1 million question. How likely is it? Right now, we can't put a stamp of 100% this or 100% that. That would be silly. Anybody who comes to try to read charts to you to say, this is 100% this going to happen or 100% this, there's never been a chart in human history where it was anywhere close to 100, period. That's just facts. But with this type of candle and this type of wick heading into it, we can see it play out not on the monthly chart. We can see it play out on the 2-month chart. We can also see it play out a little bit on the 4-month chart. So is there crazy amount of credibility to the 2-month chart? I would say no, but this is a candle that I do not want to mess with. I personally love the 2-month chart. I've been using it for years and years and years. So I would say that in the grand scheme of things, this is more possible than you're giving it credit for. This is a legit possibility. If you're watching this video and you're like, no way in hell, I need you to at least wake up and smell the coffee and be like, this is a legit possibility that this time there is no phase 4, at least not for the next 3-ish, 4-ish months. This candle is spelling a little bit of devastation for potentially the rest of this year. We have to see how it's going to play out, but this could be the boss of literally the rest of 2024, and that would shock everybody. That's not what you want to hear, I'm sorry, but that's the capability and the potential of this candle. This candle, this single little old candle, has the potential to put a huge curveball in the whole rest of 2024. All because this little old candle that just printed hot off the press. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you right back here in the next video. This bull run is our road to 500,000 subscribers, but I need your help. Today, tell one person about our YouTube channel, how we spit facts, go against the herd, take no paid sponsorships of any kind. Road to 500,000, let's go.